Hello, welcome to Math. Let's look at this question. Find x if log 16 base square root of 2 is equal to log x squared base 2. Find x if log 16 base square root of 2 is equal to log x squared base 2. Before we start, let's write our solution first. Let's repeat this. Now, looking at the nature of the equation is logarithmic equation, and looking at the basis of the log involves, you could see that the bases are not the same. The base of this one is square root of 2 and the base of this one is what? 2. So since the base are not the same, we cannot equate x squared to 16 to find the value of x. So how then are we going to find the value of x since the bases are not the same? What we are going to do here is that we are going to apply the idea of log of change of base. Okay, so to do this, we are going to either change the base of this one to this base, or we will change the base of this one to this one. Okay, but let's change the base of log 60, which is square root of 2, to get what? Base 2. And that will be more easier than changing this one to get square root of what? 2. Okay, so to change the base of log 60, which is square root of 2, to base 2, or to this 2 here, that is what we are going to do. So first, let's write change the base of log 16. Now that is what we are going to do. We are going to take the number, which is what? 16, and pick the new base, which is what? 2. I said that we are changing the base of this one, which is square root of 2, to base 2. Okay, so we will just pick the new base, which is 2, and also pick this number, which is what? 16, and use it to form what? One log, or a single log. Then we divide it by, then we will pick this one, this original base, which is square root of 2, and also pick the new base and use that one also to form another single log. Okay, so let's see how it's done. Now, this is what I was talking about, this is what I was saying. So log 16 base 2 divided by log square root of 2 base 2. Now, what we are going to do here is that, though we are done changing the base, but this one is in the form of fraction and this one is just a single log. So equating x squared to something here could be very difficult. So what we are going to do is we are going to further simplify this one to what? To get a single log. Then we will know what to do from there. Okay, so now to further simplify this, we are going to change this 16 by writing it as 2 raised to the power 4, and also change this one by writing it as 2 raised to the power half, 2 raised to the power half. Okay, so let's write that one. Log 2 raised to the power 4 base 2 divided by log 2 raised to the power half base 2 is equal to log x squared base 2. Now here we are going to apply one of the laws of logarithm, that is the law of what? Exponent, which says that log a raised to the power b can be written as or is equal to b log a. So applying that law here, this 4 here can be written in front of this L, or can be written here, or we can bring this 4 here, we can bring this 4 here in front of this L. The same thing is applied here. You will just bring this 4 in front, sorry, we will just bring this 1/2 in front of this what? L. Okay. Here you could see that this numerator and then this also the denominator are the same. So since this and this are the same, they are going to cancel out. Or we can also look at it this way. Since the number and the base are the same, it cancel out, and that will give us 1, and 4 by 1 will give us 4. And also here, since the base and the number are the same, it cancel out, and that will give us 1, and 1 multiplied by half is going to give us what? Half. So when this and this cancel out, we are going to get 4/1/2, 4/1/2, which is equal to log x squared base 2. Okay. Here, these two will come and multiply this 4 here, and that will give us 8. 8 divided by 1 is what? 8. So we are going to get log x squared base 2 is equal to 8. Log x squared base 2 is equal to 8. Here, how are we going to find the value of what? X squared. Though we were thinking of getting log to this base on the other side so that we can equate x to whatever number that we get on the other side and find the value of what? X. But unfortunately for us, we couldn't get that. So how are we going to find the value of what? X. All that we are going to do here is to apply the definition of logarithm to get the value of x. The definition of logarithm, that is log of a number, say a, is the index to which the base must be raised to give what? The number. So what number are we looking for here? This x squared. So this x squared. So to get this x squared, we are going to raise this base. Raise this base by powering it with what? 8. Okay. So if you apply the definition of logarithm, we are going to get x squared is equal to 2 raised to the power 8. But sometimes some people find it difficult understanding how we got x squared is equal to 2 raised to the power 8. When you tell them that you apply the definition, they find it difficult. They find it difficult to understand how you did it. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use an approach which indirectly explains, indirectly shows how the definition is what? Applied. That is not the definition, but it rather explains how the definition is applied. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 of both sides. Normally, when you want to use this approach, we will use this approach by looking at the base involved in the equation. I mean, when you get something like this and you want to apply the definition of logarithm to get your answer, we look at the base involved. Here, if the base is 3, you take 3 of both sides. If it is 4, you take 4 of both sides. Okay, so the base involved is what you are going to take on both sides. So here the base involved is what? 2. So I'm going to take 2 of both sides. 2 of both sides. So let's take 2 of both sides. Now when you take 2 of both sides, this is what we are going to get. 2 raised to the power log x squared base 2 is equal to 2 raised to the power 8. Now, taking 2 of both sides simply means you will just write the 2 and whatever that was on the left hand side initially, you write that one as what? An index or exponent. Then you go to the other side of the equation and then you write the 2. Then you write whatever that was there initially as what? Exponent. Okay, so this is what actually the definition of logarithm means or is telling us, or is, yeah, this is what actually the definition of logarithm simply what means when you apply it. So here, now one of the properties of logarithm or laws of logarithm also says that a raised to the power log b to the base of what? A is equal to b, meaning that when the base of the log and the number which is being raised to are the same, it cancels out. I mean, when the base of this log and this number are the same, it cancels out and it will be left with what? X squared. Okay, so this one actually shows us how we get what? Our x squared, or shows us how we are going to get our x squared. So here, this base and this number will cancel out and to be left with what? X squared. Now when you come here, although we are having an index here, but there is no base to cancel out with this 2. Okay, so we just leave it as it is. So we are going to get x squared is equal to 2 raised to the power 8. X squared is equal to 2 raised to the power 8. You remember I said, applying the definition of logarithm, we are going to get x squared is equal to 2 raised to the power 8. But when you just write it straightforward as x squared is equal to 2 raised to the power 8, some people find it difficult to understanding it. But when you do it this way, now they know how this log and the base vanished, or they know how you got your x squared. Okay, good, let's continue. Now x squared is equal to 2 raised to the power 8. Here somebody may choose to square both sides and then get the value of x, or find the value of 2 raised to the power 8 and then square both sides to get the value of x. But what I'm going to do here is, though we are squaring both sides, but I'm not bringing the square root sign. I'm not bringing the square root sign. So what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to use the value of the square root sign, which is what? Half, to multiply the powers. So I'll multiply this one by half and this one also by half. Okay, so let's do that. Now when you multiply this one by half, this and this will cancel out and to be left with x. X to the power 1 is what? X. Here, 8 times 1 over 2 give us 4. 2 goes here, 1, 2 goes here. How many times? 4. So we are going to get x is equal to 2 raised to the power 4. X is equal to 2 raised to the power 4. Though we've gotten our answer, but we haven't. We have to find the actual value of 2 raised to the power 4. Okay, so now mind you, 2 raised to the power 4 is not equal to 2 times 4. 2 raised to the power 4 simply means that 2, which is this one, is multiplying itself how many times? 4 times. 4 times. That is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 up to what? The 4th time. So 2 raised to the power 4 means 2 is multiplying itself 4 times. 4 times. And if this 4 could have been written here, it could have become something we call tetration. And by that one, we don't interpret it the way we did. We don't interpret it the way we will interpret this one. That one is different thing on its own, but we will look at something like that later on. Okay, so x is equal to, now the value of this is what? 16. So x is equal to 16. Now, when you plug x, if you want to find out that this answer is correct, you can go back to the original equation, plug in the value of x. After that, make sure before you do that, make sure you change the base of log 60, which is what, the square root of 2. Now when you do that and you plug this in, this 16, you could see that both left and right hand side will be what, equal. Okay, so the value of x from the equation is what, 16, 16, 16. All right, that's it. Please, if you like this video, kindly give it a thumbs up, subscribe and comment. Thanks for watching.